just waiting for the buzz. Oh, yeah.
Now, you keep talking that shit about my fucking kid, and you annoying me and aggravating me, and I'm trying to enjoy my life.
Rolex on your wrist, a plain Jane.
Standing at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. Once she gets pumping, it's hard to make the hottie stop. Hottie stop, stop, stop.
You ready? All right now. This could be a crazy ride. I'm warning you now. The following video is broadcasting live, and thank you for being my studio audience. Thank you for hitting thumbs up and subscribing to my channel for more black news, celebrity entertainment, and a splash of controversy. What up and welcome back. It's your girl Jane, the plainest Jane, and we got some syrup to get into. Get on the bus, hit thumbs up, share this joint via text message with one of your homegirls who ain't up right now, because the blogs are going to be blowing up with this information tomorrow. I guarantee you that. Okay? Come on in, show some love to the video. You ain't got us in the Cash App, although the Cash App is on the screen. You can just donate for free by hitting that goddamn on like button. Get in here. This is going to be one of them short, quick, sweet, simple videos. We got things that we need to discuss. Trey Songz is caught up in more negative allegations of him being violent towards women in particular. We're going to go through the accusations. We're going to go through the photos of a battered woman. Okay. And the woman also elaborates on who else Trey Songz attacked within that same encounter. Let's get into it. Ain't none of the blogs talking about it. Now, it's just an allegation, right? Am I saying this fact? Am I saying this happened 100%? No. But we're going to go over this woman's allegations, and considering how many times Trey Songz has been caught up in similar allegations, is it far-fetched? Is it difficult to believe? You be the judge. We're going to get into that. We need to talk about Thee Stallion, okay? At midnight, OVO and Drake released a new album. Quite a few features on the album, and there were some references to Thee Stallion and her shooting, and Meg ain't having it. Meg done went off a little bit. And so we're going to go over her response, and I want to know where you all land with it, how you all feel about those things. The blogs are going to be blowing up with that as well. I fell asleep on the couch, child. I woke up after eating my damn Subway on my honey oat bread. Okay, well, wheat, because they don't do the honey oat no more. And how the hell Subway give me the itis, girl, and a 6-inch at that? Like, damn. Saving the other 6 inches for tomorrow. Pause. But we're also going to get into a little bit of Shaq. A little bit of Shaq and Kanye. People are tired of hearing about Kanye. I certainly am. I'm tired of talking about him as well. However, Shaq gave him a nice little classy read. A short, sweet, and simple read, since Kanye brought his name up like 6-7 hours ago. So we're going to get into these things. I had to swing the bus around on you all, okay? We would have been here an hour ago, but my stomach had me in a chokehold. So I was busy sitting, reading the ingredients on the back of the air freshener can, okay? But I'm here to give y'all this information. It is so important that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You don't want to miss out on any of the piping hot syrup that I am giving you. You know, my finger is always on the pulse. I always know what's going on out in these streets. I may not get to talking about everything. Oh, but baby, I be honed in. People be sending me clips and links of things that I've already seen. Although sometimes when people send me stuff, I am getting informed. But baby, let's get into it. There are some things that we need to discuss that there will be think pieces on tomorrow. So I'm excited that you all are here. We had a really good time last night on Members Only. I'm going to talk a little bit about that a smidge later. I want to get right into this information. Let's get into it. Buckle your seatbelts on my bus, pay your fare, hit that damn thumbs up button, and let's get into it.
The plainest Jane. This is one of my favorite comments here. She says, I loves me some black, and she said, loves me some black news. She says, is it just me, or does anyone else get tired of seeing people that don't look like them delivering info about them day in and day out?
All right, we're back. Make sure you think critically and independently, regardless of what you heard from me or anybody else. And also make sure your mental health and your invisible problems are intact, or you've at least addressed them. Okay. Paige said, I've been stuck on DJ Academic streams about Takeoff. Look, that rabbit hole runs deep. And if you're familiar with mob ties and J Prince and all that other stuff, but I find it to be very time consuming. I feel like the only thing that matters for me is if they are able to apprehend somebody. But keeping up with the yellow hoodie, this hoodie, and everybody just looking at the footage 88,000 times in a row, that's not doing anything for me. But I can't lie, I was in the rabbit hole yesterday, and I believe it was the day before as well. I wasn't there with academics. I was there with Millie on Mob Radio because she does a really good investigative job as well. But I had to pull myself out. I'm like, I'm not talking about the specifics of this because I don't live the lifestyle and I can't really verify any of this stuff, nor do I know all of the characters involved. So I just got up out that rabbit hole because it's not conducive. I'm never going to regurgitate any of the information that I'm absorbing from that situation. So I'm like, let me just focus on other things that I actually might be more likely to talk about. And so we're here. Okay. I hear academics as being a really good at investigating it, but I have been front row and center for Millie, and I think she does a really good job of investigating as well. Okay. So that's that. Let's get right into it. Trey Songz, right? Is that the first thing I want to get into? No, the Meg thing is shorter. The Meg situation is shorter to cover. So we can cover that in literally about 6 minutes. And then we'll get into Trey Songz, the allegations, the images of this woman with this really black eye, and where she was and how it happened and all this other stuff and what she's alleging. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, at midnight, Drake released this album here, right? And there's a song on there. And this is a lyric from the song with Drake and 21 Savage, Circo Loco. It says, this be live out getting shot, but she's still a stallion. Okay. A lot of people are like, okay, well, you addressing Meg. Are you addressing Meg? Or, before Meg came along, people called a tall woman with a big butt, especially, they called her a stallion, right? So people get to talking right away. They feel like it's a diss. And if you won't put shot and stallion in the same sentence and then lie too, the insinuations and the conspiracy theories, they're going to fly. So this is where we are. And this is, part of the beginning point of Meg's frustration, how and when she went off, right? There's another quote in this song. It says, Sh0t say she graduated. We know that Meg has been pretty public with her education and her degree and everything like that. Sh0t say she graduated. She ain't learned enough. Play your album track 1K. I heard enough. So it's like, okay, so you talking about, in the same song, you talking about somebody lying about getting shot that you also refer to or describe as a stallion. Talking about a graduation, and then she just so happens to also make music too. A lot of coincidences here. Very easy to assume that he might be insinuating or referring to Meg, or he might just be trying to make a bar out of it. Not to say that Drake necessarily believes that Meg didn't get shot, but it's very easy. It's very easy to assume that he's talking about Meg because all of these shoes fit. Graduation, music, shot, stallion. Who the hell else could you be talking about? Right? So let's go over to Meg's Twitter, if you will, to see what she said, because she definitely went off. We'll see if she deleted anything, because if she did, I have the screenshots. Okay. So let's go over here in real time together. I appreciate y'all being here. And like I said, make sure y'all hit thumbs up. I'm literally up 3:45 in the morning over here in Baltimore on the East Coast. Shout out to Baltimore, Eastern Standard Time. Giving y'all some information. The very least that y'all can do is just tap dance on that. Hey, thanks for letting me keep you connected and
tap dance on the thumbs up button for me, okay?
Hey, thanks for letting me keep you connected and in the know with what's happening in the Black world. Don't forget to smash on that like button for support and for more Black news.
Okay, so it seems like, oh, she might have deleted one. Oh yeah, she. I'm gonna look at my screenshots because it looked like she might have deleted one. Meg has already had a little bit of a difficult day because they've been coming at her hard about this 1501 Carl Crawford lawsuit, court date, outcome.
mistakes on the paperwork. That's a whole nother situation that I'm not about to sit here and unpack, because that's not what this video is about. But if you know, you know. Wait a minute. Oh no, hold on. She deleted some stuff. Hold up. Okay, hold on. Let's start here. So, Meg Thee Stallion says, I know I'm very popular, but y'all gotta stop attaching weak ass conspiracy theories and bars to my names. LOL. Niggas nor hoes ever address me or at me with a fact or receipts. I am the clout, bitch. Keep sucking my pussy. Ooh. She's not playing with y'all. So someone says, well, he said stallion, so technically he did say your name. Megan says, a stallion is slang for a tall, thick woman. Meg also goes on to say, stop using my shooting for clout, bitch ass niggas. Since when the fuck is it cool to joke about women getting shot? You niggas, especially rap niggas, are lame. Ready to boycott about shoes and clothes, but dogpile on a black woman when she say one of y'all homeboys abused her. And when the motherfucking facts come out, remember all y'all hoe ass favorite rappers that stood behind a nigga that shot a female. People attack me and y'all go up for it. I defend myself and now I'm doing too much. Every time it never ends, and this did not happen until I came out and said I got shot. Y'all don't fuck with me? Okay, cool. Fuck it. Bye. Meg said what she said. She's not playing. Now, there are lots of conspiracy theories. Matter of fact, I had the seating chart for the car. I ain't even gonna hold you. I had the seating chart for the car loaded in here, but I don't have it anymore. As it pertains to the seating arrangement in the car, and just a few of the inconsistencies that honestly I did notice in Meg's stories. That's not to say she didn't get hurt. That's not to say that she, because she clearly was injured that evening. And I don't think she did it to herself. I don't think that those are self-sustained injuries, right? But, she did get hurt. And it does seem like a lot of people are using it as a bit of an LOL moment. Let me just make sure none of the tweets were deleted. This seems like it might be all, but also one could possibly be missing too. Hold on. People attack me when the facts come out. Stop using my name. It's Stallion, very popular. Okay, it does seem like that's all of them. Okay, just making sure that nothing was deleted. I know I'm popular. Stop using. Okay, cool. Went through my screenshots. That's what Meg said, right? I want to know how you feel about it. Do you feel like Drake is talking about her? Do you feel like Drake even had to say anything like that? Like, did he have to include things that are, at the very least, insinuating and implying that this is a bar where the butt end of the joke is Meg, right? Anybody who hears about a stallion being shot that makes music and graduated is automatically going to think about Meg. That's my thought, right? Did he have to use it whether he believes it or not? Let me know how you feel. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like, listen, Drake just rapping. Put a 2 in the chat if you feel like, Drake, you ain't had to do that. Because she is obviously traumatized by the situation. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to hold you. I do feel like Tory Lanez is trash just based off how he's responded to it. But I'm not necessarily 100% convinced that Tory shot her. I do believe somebody did shoot at her. I'm just not 100% convinced that it's Tory. I do feel like everybody was having a little bit of fun that night, but they had their libations. And I feel like, I'm not sure if Meg was cognizant enough to see, not to mention at one point she said her back was turned. So how do you really know who shot you, right? I'm not sure her memory is vivid enough to accurately tell us that, especially considering the conflicting details that she's given us in telling this story, that she's told social media and that she also said in the courtroom, right? However, it's still a traumatic situation. Is this what Drake has to do in order to sell or move records? Like, what's going on, Drake? Like, you're a talented lover boy. Why did you have to reach in this bag? How is he going to respond? How is social media going to respond tomorrow? What other celebrities going to stand up and say something? Who knows? It is popular to slander Meg. I must say they definitely do dogpile on that girl. And that's that situation. Okay. The album literally just dropped at midnight, right? So Twitter started buzzing. You know, I'm a very proud representative. I'm a part of the delegation of Black Twitter. And Black Twitter started going off immediately. I said, let me go live, but my stomach said, hold up. My stomach said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So let's move on to the next story, which is about Trey Songz. Let's look at these images and these allegations in the story, right? The narrative from the woman who claims that Trey Songz attacked her while she was working at the bowling alley during her shift. She was trying to apparently close down the bar, and somehow Trey got upset and attacked the living shit out of her, according to what she's saying. She even provided some medical records, okay? And provided some text messages. And no one's talking about this. No one's talking about Trey Songz attacking this woman in a New York City bowling alley around or on about October 20th, right? So let's get into that really quickly.
Rolex on your wrist, a plain Jane.
You're tuned in to Jane, the plainest Jane. Be sure to thumbs up the video and subscribe, and let's get into it.
Okay, so here we are. This is this woman who is claiming that Trey Songz, put his hands on her. This was October 23rd. She said, I was really at work like this for a week. Okay. Now, this is some specific stuff. She's got a tattoo. So if and when her actual identity, right? Like I have her social media, but, and it seems like it might be like her spam account, but this was an account that was created in April of 2022, not like a fresh account, but she's got a tattoo on her face and all those other things. So, let's go through some of what she's saying on this here social media profile of hers. And do you believe it? And do you believe it? Okay. I want to go through some of her narrative here. We'll get into the medical records. First, I want to get into one of her statements. Okay. So, again, this is a tweet that says Trey Songz beat up a woman in a bowling alley in New York City this week, and somehow there's no news articles covering the incident. He got all celebrity news outlets on his payroll or what, right? And then you have the girl says, what does she say here? And while his security and entourage, which was 7 or 8 men in the women's bathroom at this point, held my partner back, her boyfriend, he started mopping me again, talking about he gonna kill me. I was just changing my pad trying to close the bar. So this is something that has been really whisper on Twitter for the last couple of days, but I don't know if the blogs are scared to post it or they feel like, the woman might be lying. We just heard that the statute of limitations ran out on one of Trey Songz 6,000 other, violent cases, right? And so therefore the civil charges weren't able to press forward with those because the statute of limitations had ran out. And so this is what she's saying. Now there's another image that I can show you before we get, okay, here we go. Here's another image. She says, this was 7.5 days later, finally yellowing. And, there are lots of different phases to bruises. You go from, especially if you're fair-skinned, you go from blue and purple to green and yellow, and you literally see the rainbow on your skin when you have a certain type of bruise. So she's saying it's finally starting to yellow 7.5 days later. And she shows this other picture. Now, these are the only 2 pictures that she has on her profile. But again, apparently she worked at the bowling alley. Let's get into these let's get into the medical report is here. Let's get into this text message first. So, and this is one of those bowling alleys that obviously has a bar and stuff like that. And so you can see some bowling emojis. You can see it says October 23rd on here, bar back. It says iMessage. It says it's Lex. They didn't take a statement from you. Now, Lex is apparently the woman that this happened to, the alleged victim here. And the person says, nah. The bar back says, nah. They ain't asked me anything. If I just, they ain't asked me anything. I just told them I seen them pulling your hair. You guys okay? She says, like, what the F, right? There are no text messages above here. I do want to point that out. That's a little strange for somebody's name that I don't know. She's saying it's Lex, so maybe they already didn't have each other's numbers or maybe utilized each other's numbers. The fact that she has to announce herself and say who she is, but nonetheless, this is something that she's posted, okay? Here's medical record. I'm going to point out something else that I noticed about this situation as well. Let me make the screen a little bit bigger. So this medical record is dated for October the 20th. You can see it's up in New York as well, where the bowling alley is alleged to have happened. I've seen this account kind of going around and attempting to confirm these allegations about Trey Songz allegedly attacking her in the bowling alley. Okay. So in New York, and you can see some of these injuries here state. Can I zoom in anymore, or am I at my capacity? I'm at my capacity. It says dental injury, initial encounter, facial trauma, initial encounter. Okay. They've got the doctor's name and things of that nature here as well. This could potentially be a bilingual person or not, because I can see English and Spanish here on the form. Okay. So this is an electronic form with no signatures, right? But it does have a doctor's name. Here's the thing. This states that the intake was 10:20. You know what? Maybe she said it was 3 a.m. Let's look at the date here. This says October 20th, right? We scroll up to the image of her battered face, and October 23rd, it says. She says, this was Sunday, 4 days later. I was back to work 2 days after. Right? So 4 days after October 20th isn't on the 23rd, which this photo is stamped for the 23rd. And when you're on Instagram, you can't change the date that Instagram is going to put on your photo. You can even go to an old photo on your phone right now and try to put it on Instagram, and it'll put the date that the photo was taken and not the date of the photo if it's not the same day. Let me take a look. But I get it. Some people from the 20th from the 23rd, they might be counting an extra day just for the heck of it. Counting days can be tricky for some people. I don't know. I'm just pointing out some of the things that I noticed in this situation. She says October 23rd was a Sunday, but her medical records say the 20th, which was a Thursday. So technically the 23rd would be 3 days later. But nonetheless, this is all we have. This could be part of the reason why the blogs aren't posting it. But again, is it far-fetched? If this isn't her, whose pictures of beaten and bruised faces? She was also saying that Trey Songz attacked her man as well, while she was in the bathroom. So I guess, who knows? But these are the claims, child. What do you think about it? Do you believe this woman? Okay. Do you believe this woman? Put a 3 in the chat if you believe her. Put a 4 in the a 4 in the chat if you don't. Let me know where you land with this situation. It's hard to say, because Trey Songz is always caught up in something and in some mess, to be completely honest with you. Let me show you this tweet. November 1st. Okay. So here she says, this was me. He assaulted my boyfriend. Also, it happened in the women's bathroom. So, you know, she said it happened in the women's bathroom. So, do you believe it? Do you not believe it? Let me know how you feel. You know what, Keke Palmer, what reason do we have to think that she would lie? What reason would Keke Palmer lie for? Keke Palmer, she revealed some things about Trey Songz' character a while ago, and a lot of people was trying to clown her and discredit her. But when has Keke ever been the type of person to lie for clout? Keke Palmer is so enthralling in her own right, from her skills with acting, her sense of humor, her comedy. Keke Palmer wouldn't have to lie for some attention. Here's what I got to say about cameras. Hold on. There's one other part to this story. She says that the incident was caught on camera. Okay. I've been in the nooks and crannies of what she's been saying in other places and on her page. She says that the incident happened on camera, but she doesn't have access to the footage because the footage is at the precinct. This is what she said. She said the police got it. And you can think that when it comes to a high profile person and just in general, that's, you know, you get assaulted in the market or wherever, you don't get access to that footage necessarily. It's not protocol for you to get access to that footage. So apparently there are cameras in her work establishment, and she's saying that the precinct has it and she doesn't have access to it. So she says it's caught on camera. She says she has footage as well. Okay. And yeah, well, there is a police report, right? Because if it's in the precinct, then there's a police report. And so the only reason that this stuff got out, this woman didn't even come out, this account didn't come out and say anything about this until someone else did. So there were several other patrons there who witnessed this, and that's why the whispers have been so faint online, allegedly, according to this narrative and how it's being placed on social media. So it is what it is. The news and media outlets, they could literally turn around and tell us what brand of toilet paper Kim Kardashian used. If there's any truth to this, we're going to need some of these publications, The Blast, Page 6, and all these other places to go ahead and get some information about this to either substantiate this or debunk it. Either way, if she's telling the truth, it deserves to be exposed. If she's not telling the truth, it deserves to be exposed. That's a quote of mine that I used a while ago for a particular situation, but that's that. Okay. How come she didn't show the police report? You know what? You don't always get a copy of your police report when stuff happens. You have to order it and go and drive around to different places. And it's not like when you file a police report, especially when a police officer is coming out on the scene, or even vice versa, they don't print out a copy of the police report. You got to go order it and all this other stuff. And then depending on what the issue is, they might charge you for it. If it's domestic, they won't. But if it's something different, you got to go to record. Like, they give you the runaround to get your own police report. But so yeah. You would think there would be a bit more info, but I'm like, she's showing pictures, and let alone pictures of a woman with a tattoo on her face. So like, if she was lying, you would think the person would come out and kind of debunk that and say, yo, you're using my picture or whatever. It wasn't like literally a random person's face. I don't know. It's hard to say, but Trey Songz is consistently surrounded by lots of violent accusations. Look, I'm telling you, when it comes to police reports, I'm telling you what I know throughout the years, based on what I've experienced, where I've worked, and who I know that works at certain places. You do not get a copy of your police report when something happens. What you get is an incident number. People file police reports every day, B. It wouldn't be no trees left if everybody had a copy of their police report. What happens is they give you a pamphlet, right? After the officer types everything in their little car laptop, they give you a pamphlet with your incident number, especially because a lot of times the police report isn't even fully completed or drafted until the officer gets back. Like they take notes in their phone and on their notepad. Then they get back into their car and or their respective office to finish typing in their notes. And you can even see that in a lot of police reports. When I took the incident at such and such hours, it was this. As I draft this police report, more information has come. You don't get copies of police reports when an incident per se takes place. You don't. You have to ask for that. And you're left with an incident number instead, to the point where, you know, if there's another incident, you can say, hey, I've had another incident relating to this. Here's the incident number. And they could pull up the incident number rather than your police report. So, I don't know. Right. They do this for an accident in Houston also. Like, it is what it is. Lanky Prepper 2 said, y'all need to stop all this black drama. It's bigger things going on. Well, why are you not at those bigger things and at those other places talking about those other things? I talk about what I want, when I want, how I want to talk about. If you want me to talk about something else, I suggest you take your ass to the place to talk about the shit that you're interested in them. Other than that, popping up in my comment section telling me that this is some moot shit that I'm talking about, then why is your bitch ass in this moot ass chat? Get the fuck on. It's too early in the morning for that shit. The fuck? This other shit going on. What you want to talk about? What you want to talk about? You want to talk about Dr. Umar Johnson shit? What you want to talk about? Religion? You want to watch an episode of Unsolved Mysteries? You want to watch a Biggie and Tupac documentary? You want to talk about religion? You want to talk about the Freemasons? Fuck you want to talk about? You know what? It doesn't even fucking matter. Go somewhere that's curating the conversations that you give a fuck about. Otherwise, thanks for the engagement. The fuck? It's bigger stuff going on. Exactly. But look at you here with me on my bus, mad about the route. Bitch, get the fuck off. Child, it's too early. It's literally fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. Stop playing with me. I don't have the time. You know, when I done just got off work and I give y'all lives when I got off work, I'm still kind of in that mood where I'm a bit controlled. Bitch. Don't play with me. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. What's the bigger things that you talking about? The Illuminati? Fuck you talking about? It is bigger shit going on. And at some point, we want to talk about things that are a bit more lighthearted and not necessarily Black Death. That takeoff shit was a lot. Gone. Shit. What else is going on this? Oh, let's talk about Shaq and Kanye. We talking about bigger things going on. Let's talk about Shaq. He big, right? That's a big thing going on, huh? It's a tall ass motherfucker. Okay. All right. So Shaq read Kanye so elegantly. Okay. So elegantly. I said, woo. I said, ooh. I said, what's going on? I said, he's sitting and be. I'm gonna tell you what I said in a second. Hold up. See, I wasn't going to say it, but I felt like Lanky was referring to Takeoff, and we spoke about Takeoff, and people are going to talk about Takeoff in their own capacity. There are some people following it like they're there. They're following every inch and every corner, and that's not conducive for me to be putting that Black Death under a microscope like that. It's not healthy for me. It's a sad situation. So I'll cover it at the surface, and then I'll talk about the bigger conversation that I had yesterday for people who actually watch the fucking channel and don't pull up to one video trying to pop off. I bet you they still sitting there trying to type to you, bitch, you're blocked. I talked about the bigger issue, which is the problem in our community as Black people. The first thing we say when white people bring up black on black violence is stay out black folks' business, mind your fucking business. And therefore, it is an issue in our community. You name me another genre of music where they dropping like flies like we are in rap and hip hop. Don't worry, I'll wait. And so I had that bigger conversation, and I even opened up my platform to allow other people on to say how they felt about it and what can we do as a people to shift our mindset. Education, special education. Stop playing with me. I had a large conversation yesterday. Let me live.
Education, special education, psychiatric medication, juvenile incarceration, emotional frustration, and premature extermination.
Stop playing. Like, there is an issue in the black community, and I spoke about it yesterday, and I plan on having more conversations about it because it's such a nuanced conversation, and it's not just a one-time hit it and quit it. We really need to have a conversation about how we're going to shift our mentality as a people, okay? And it's a time and place. Sometimes I'm gonna sit here and I'm a clown and I'm gonna have fun and I'm gonna laugh. Other times I'm gonna talk about serious shit. Bitch, life is about balance. Don't play. They want me to sit up here and be fucking Eric Dyson and shit, Roland Martin and shit every fucking day. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, okay, so let's go into what Kanye said about Shaq. Here he go, child. Kanye said, Shaq is in business with Jamie Salter. Jamie first said he's 50-50 with David Beckham and 50-50 with Shaq. I said, Jamie, there's no such thing as 50-50 in business. Who has the extra 1% of the control of voting rights? Okay. So that's what he's saying. You know, when Kanye tried to get to proving a point about his own, like, business dealings and how they're going wrong, as he calls it, when a certain business is being mean to him, he brings up any and everybody. It's not even just business. He just be bringing up any and everybody, right? And so Shaq responded. Let me pull up Shaq's response. And mind you, Kanye West went off and he said a lot today on Twitter, but I noticed the blogs are sick of it. The blogs ain't even covering it. The blogs covered the Shaq thing, but not the he calling out the shade room. You know, the blogs are tired of it. And so Shaq does have a Twitter. I hope he didn't delete it. Nigga. I get so tired of these celebrities deleting shit. Luckily, I know a blog that's got it. Hold on. But you know what? A post and delete does last. It does last a while, you know? It lasts a while. Let's go see what Shaq said. Okay. Oh, look at the blogs late. Wait till I tell y'all about that, okay? All right. Here's what Shaq said to Kanye. Got him together real quick. Do I even see a period in the sentence? Okay, 2 sentences. Got him together quickly, okay? So here's what Shaq said, okay? Shaq said, believe me, you don't know me like that. Worry about your business. And to quote the once great Kanye West, I got more money than you. So why would I listen to you? Take my advice. Get your family business in order. Have a great day, brother. I said, oh. Not Shaq getting them together. Shaq was laying in bed because this was literally like 2 hours ago. So it's the wee hours in the morning, regardless of what coast you on, right? Shaq sitting in bed, laying them big ashy ass feet together, real content with that. You don't know me like that. To quote who you were, and because you was once great, I got more money than you. So worry about your family business. Have a good day, brother. I said, damn. Because once great, okay? Because Kanye he be pulling everybody business out the bag when he trying to. That's like, look, that's like this. And I see some people defending people in the mental gymnastics to defend Kanye is just bizarre to me. They be like, people make points and call out people and things all the time, but when Kanye do it, it's so wrong. Like, look, here's the thing. We could all work in the same spot, and you feel like I'm getting paid more than you, right? And so you out here with no tact, very haphazard, talking to the boss and making complaints about your wage. And then you turn around and say, Jane make more. Jane, how much you make, right? Tell us about your business dealings out here in front of everybody, right? Like, bitch, don't bring me into this. Is it wrong that you making less than me? Yes, but does that mean I'm about to stand out in the middle of everybody and talk about my salary because you salty and you have no tact? At the very least, let's have this conversation in the motherfucking office and bring up the difference in pay. If I ever disclose my pay to you, or you think you know that I make more than you, and by how much. Everybody business shit shouldn't be out on Front Street because Kanye don't know how to go about things. It just doesn't make sense. You don't know me like that, brother. You were once great. I've got more money than you. You had some people like, oh, Shaq, you don't have more money than Kanye. Shaq has been playing basketball for how many years? Since before Kanye even... Huh? Especially considering all that... Like, if Kanye literally pulled up the Skechers unannounced, trying to get... And then he's like, I'm in a financial lynching. He compared himself to Emmett Till earlier tonight on Twitter and everything. We would be here until tomorrow, literally. If I went over all them tweets, I ain't doing it. I did put it in the Discord, but I ain't doing it. Let me show you something that the blogs are late with and late about. Because, girl, who did you hear talk about it first? Who did you hear talk about this first? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Her son is so cute. So cute. Hold on. Why want to let me get smaller? This Instagram update is trash. Look, she says, I took my DJ out of Donda sadly after. Girl, didn't I cover this yesterday? Who and where did the blogs get this information from? Like I told you, Keyshia Cole was not verified. Okay. And this is her page. So who the hell was y'all watching when you decided, like, where'd you get the information from? I'm just trying to understand, because I didn't see nobody else talking about it. Not a single soul. This is the syrup that I had gave y'all yesterday in yesterday's video. Get into it. This is why y'all need to subscribe. Because I be having the syrup for y'all early before the blogs even get to talking. Are the blogs going to pick up on Trey Songz and them? Oh, y'all didn't know that? Oh, y'all should have watched yesterday's video. I went through the tweets. It was a series of 3 tweets that kind of told the story about it. And you know, she said when he said he was going, he said he was going to shoot the school up. And you know, he uses so many metaphors. Let him tell it was a metaphor, right? But not only did it scare Keyshia Cole, it scared Kim too. Kim boosted up the security at North's school and her respective children's school as well, because that statement made her a little uncomfortable as well in the midst of one of Kanye's many rants. But yeah, I talked about this yesterday. I knew Keyshia Cole was slow, but damn. Damn, girl. What's really going on? What's really good in the hood over here? I just want to know. What are y'all thoughts about all this? Shaq got Kanye. They said, what did Kanye say?
My husband.
Kanye didn't respond. Kanye hasn't responded to her pulling her child out of the school. At all. So that's that. But let me just pull it up just so y'all know. I'll be on it quick. Okay. I'll be on it quick. Like I said, my finger is always on the pulse. Okay. This was yesterday's live. Keyshia Cole pulls son from Kanye. The former title was Keyshia Cole pulls son from Donda. But yeah, this is something that we talked about yesterday. Let me go ahead and say this. The pay-per-view that we were talking about, channel members, it's coming. I sent out the email to get in touch with the other party, and the pay-per-view is coming. I can confirm that. So I'm really excited for all of the channel members. We all voted on it last night in the after show on the members only backstage, and it is happening. It's going to be on the mid-tier or higher. I'm not about to tax everybody for it. You know, I got 3 tiers. I believe the bottom tier is $199. The second one is $499, and I think the top one is $999, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So the pay-per-view is going to happen, okay? Cocaine says, I took a break on Kanye. I ran out of paper trying to piece together all his ADHD comments. Did the Nets suspend Kyrie Irving because of the way they were questioning him at one of those basketball games? You know what? You already know what it is when it comes to that situation with Kyrie Irving. He feels the way that he feels, but he'll release a statement and then say the opposite. You know, he's forced his publicist, his team. He's been suspended for no less than 5 games. He released an apology this evening, despite having saying the opposite before. I believe him and the Nets are paying $500,000 to donate to PR. PR is what it is. And yeah, that's that. You know, of course, Kanye is talking about him online. But hey, it really is what it is. Art the Chokeheart said, "Girl, I'm ready, child. I cannot wait." So I'll get a date together tomorrow. I'm gonna email the other party back and see what's the best date and time for us to do it. I think it'll be a hoot. Everyone unanimously voted for yes for the pay-per-view. But there was one person who said no. But look, the majority rules. It's for entertainment purposes. Okay, it's gonna be lit. A lot of y'all will really like it. It'll definitely be something to do. So we talked about Meg, we talked about Trey, we talked about Sh0t. We went over how the blogs are extra fucking late, almost 2 days late, if we're gonna keep it up, with Keyshia pulling her son out of Donda. And yeah, we got into it in less than an hour. I appreciate y'all coming through. This was a very quick and cute one. Drop your final comments in the chat, and we finna get out of here, okay?
Get into this Black-owned business, Stickies. It's got things for inside your home, outside your home, and even on the go. JasmineMadeIt.com is your new destination for Black Girl Magic mugs, tumblers, and even wine glasses. You can even customize the tumblers and wine glasses. There's a lot going on for a low price over at JasmineMadeIt.com. And if you've been serious about wanting to support more Black-owned businesses, here's your chance. Let JasmineMadeIt.com handle all your problems for family and friends. You ever had a friend over and they just wasn't catching the hint or paying the rent?
Our asses all get to stepping.
Yeah, tell them to get to stepping with this nostalgic Martin-themed doormat and shop over a dozen different doormat designs over on JasmineMadeIt.com. All right, Stickies, you know what time it is. It's time to put your money where your mouth is and shop Black today. Make life easier for you and your household by taking your family's hot or cold beverages on the go with one of these unique tumblers. It's insulated to keep your beverage at temperature, and it comes with a few different reusable straws and even the specific brush that you need to wash it so you can keep it sanitized and germ-free. They've got all kinds of designs to match your mood or style. So grab something for your wife, the hubby, or even the kids over on JasmineMadeIt.com. That's JasmineMadeIt.com, and I'll see you over there.
Oh, not me dancing to the little song. Cocaine said, "Dag, I was enjoying the show." That's all I got. I wanted to keep it quick. All my videos don't have to be over an hour or 2 hours long. Sometimes I want to come in, boom, 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 and then come back later. I think that will allow me to be able to do more shows. I'm hoping that some days I can do 2 or so shows because some of them are 20 minutes, some of them are 40 minutes. There might be a long one. So I'm trying to be more efficient with the way that I give y'all content so that I can give you all more. Okay. I know the bowling alley seemed to be so dangerous. I thought about that too when I saw that Trey Songz attacking a woman in the bowling alley. I'm like, damn. Cocaine said, I'm gonna do my bowling online. I ain't going in person. H-Town is on 5 right now. I feel you on that. I feel you. And a lot of the Houston or a lot of the Texas residents in general are definitely echoing those sentiments for sure. For sure. Okay. What is it? SFO. Academic Lectures. Appreciate you coming through. Shout out to Paige Holmes, Texas T, Angela. Everybody that's here. Okay. It is 4:30 in the morning and we is in here having a good time. Up, tossing and turning. Thanks for the laugh. You are more than welcome. Okay. I stopped going to the bowling alley years ago. Somebody gets shot every night in my city's club area. Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. My gosh, why is bowling? I don't get that. I haven't been bowling in a minute, but yeah. You are welcome, Chocolate 82467. Okay. And yes, y'all stay safe out there. Shay Gem Dropper. Catch the replay. We are getting off of here. I hope y'all have an amazing day tomorrow. We made it to Friday. Thank God. Thank God we made it to Friday. But look, thank you for watching. Make sure you check the community tab if you haven't already, especially if you're a channel member. There's a new members only post back there. Not to mention we had a really hilarious and entertaining after show last night. And we had a reoccurring special guest that I won't say spying on, but they had an appearance somewhere else. So we went ahead and we reviewed that last night. And when I tell you we laughed so we couldn't laugh no more, it was hilarity. Do you hear me? And like I said, it's relative to the pay-per-view that we will be having coming up soon. Okay. So y'all get ready for that. If y'all already know the vibes. Don't forget to check the community tab if you haven't already. The last post that I posted is something that I do plan on talking about later today when I get off work today, which is Friday. Very disgusting problem, very disgusting organization that needs to be exposed and, to be completely honest, abolished. But nonetheless, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Tap the thumbs up button because that's very important. Okay, y'all stay beautiful black until the next video, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.
But that's it. If you want to catch more of my commentary on Black culture or vital and trending information, be sure to subscribe by hitting that little circle in the middle of the screen, or I'll catch you in one of these rectangles to the right in another video. I'll see you there.